So how were you able to build rapport? When you first started out and nobody knew your name, you didn't have these amazing videos and perfection and polishedness. So how were you able to get people to buy in to your vision?
I worked for free. That's really what it is. So I like, this is my thing about chasing your passion, is like it's really hard to chase your passion and chase like money at the same time. I'm not saying that you can't do both, but I'm saying like when you're first starting out, even when I worked in fashion, I worked for free. So it's really like building up a portfolio, like building up just your relationship network, things like that. So now with all the free work I've did, now these bigger brands are reaching out to me with year-long contracts and things like that. So I always said, once I did get serious about Plant-based Tamika, which it did take me a little while because I was having fun and I'm still having fun, but I was just like not worried about monetizing. But when I did get serious about it, that's when my following did shoot up because I was just so consistent. I was strategic. I was like, okay, this would make sense. People would love this. I've got to talk about this, that type of thing. And I've really found my niche with the foodie videos, which I never thought was going to be a thing. I didn't think people would give a dang about me eating on camera. But when I did one of my first videos and people were just like, oh my gosh, you make the food look so good. Or I love to watch you eat. And I was like, is this some fetish type of stuff? What is going on? But it was just so many people were like, when other people eat in the camera, it kind of grosses me out, but you're like one of the only people that I could watch eat. And that just, it blew my mind. And it really just goes to show that I literally went from not having food. I remember going to school being hungry. I remember going to summer school because there were meals there, guaranteed meals. So I remember getting enrolled in summer school because we were so, it was like such hard times that like you can go get breakfast and lunch there. So that, and I had straight A's in summer school just to literally make sure that we could eat. So going from not having food many times, pulling it, my mom would pull into drive-thrus at like McDonald's, I remember, and ask them, hey, can we have the leftover food that, didn't get sold and things like that. Many times they would give it to us. Sometimes they would be like, we're sorry, like we can't give it to you and things like that. So going from that to now people are like throwing food at me, like throwing literally, please come here and eat this food, that type of thing. It just, God has a sense of humor, honey. It blows my mind, really.
And I'm sure your mom appreciates where you are too, knowing what you guys went.
Yeah, so with the dementia, it's just like I don't know where she is in that particular day with that. So we don't really talk about those times so much. And now, like, she calls me mom. So in my mind, most of the time, she's a child in her head because she'll be like, Mom, don't make me do this. Like about getting ready, like taking a shower and things like that. But I remember talking to her before, like we got that diagnosis. And I was like, Mom, do you remember when we were like homeless? She was like, child, yes. Right. So she's like, girl, please. Yeah, I remember. So this is honest to God truth. I always tell people that like our parents, they're literally people that had kids. They have traumas, stresses, anxiety, all the same kind of things that we have and things like that. And I'm just like grateful because my mom and we had such a strained relationship in my teenage years and in my 20s. And now again, bringing God back into it, I felt like this was God's way to be like, y'all are going to spend time together. Y'all are going to get some beautiful moments together. And this is the way I'm going to do it. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't with dementia, but it's been like a very challenging journey, but it's so rewarding. And we have a lot of sweet and hilarious moments together.